Hey everyone, it's Sarada and I scribble, and today I will be finishing off this sketchbook. I have crammed 18 pages worth of doodles. Well, not quite. I forgot to film the first day, but I finished 18 pages in this sketchbook in 4 days. Which is pretty cool, if you ask me, because it usually takes me 3 to 6 months to finish one of these 40-page sketchbooks, and I did this one in 7 weeks. So, did I say weeks? I meant 3 to 6 months. I'm not sure. Anyway, it took me 7 weeks to finish this one, which makes me really happy. Now, the reason why I rushed to the finish line with this one was because I did an art haul a couple of weeks ago, and I got a new sketchbook that I really wanted to use, and I've been looking at it and I wanted to start drawing it because it was just screaming, drawing me, but I couldn't because I still had this one to finish. And I try not to have more than 2 sketchbooks active at a time, so I decided that over this weekend that I would finish it. So what I ended up doing was I decided 4 pages a day, that way I would be done by Monday, and I would just draw. The last half of the sketchbook is very different from my earlier half, and part of me feels bad about it, but then part of me is also screaming that, why do you feel bad about it? It's a sketchbook. You're supposed to use it to practice. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it, as long as you're drawing. What's stopping you? What's wrong with just filling it with random doodles? Nothing, really. I know there's this whole aesthetic culture to having a really nice, pretty-looking sketchbook, but I've mentioned this before. I really hate that part of the sketchbook culture because I see so many people have so much anxiety over bad sketches in a sketchbook, because that sketchbook is meant for practice. You're supposed to use a sketchbook to get better at art. You're not supposed to fill it with absolutely gorgeous finished pieces. It's supposed to be full of half-finished doodles and poorly executed, crude post-studies. It's a learning material. It's meant for you to learn how to draw better. It's not supposed to be something finished. And it's really nice if you like it, but it's... I don't know, it just makes me really upset that people have so much anxiety over keeping a nice sketchbook. So here's me filling 18 pages of mostly post-studies, honestly. All the pictures I used were off of Pinterest. I had references for everything I did, so I claim no creative ownership over these drawings. I was just copying poses after poses and poses after poses. I spent a few pages doing flowers too, I think, because I was tired of the poses, but mostly it was just people. A lot of girls, because on Pinterest, at least for me, it's very hard to find good pictures of boys for some reason. I don't know why. There's just so much more pictures of girls that I like the poses of. So yeah, this is how you fill a sketchbook. You draw in it, and it's really nice if you can draw in it without caring about the end result too much. And if you want to have a sketchbook that you can show to people, have another one that you don't show to people. Have a sketchbook that you can try new materials in and experiment in, and that you don't have to show to anyone, like a no pressure sketchbook if you need it, because that is probably going to help you. I have a few pages in this one that I really don't like, and if I don't want to, I don't have to show those pages to anyone. I probably will, because it's okay to show bad sketches too. Like, I don't know, I want people to know it's okay to make bad art. And speaking of making bad art, Amanda Elise talked about this topic too, so check out her video on that because she has some really good points as well. Whew, just listen back to that first half of my commentary. Sorry if I blew out any eardrums, I got very livid for a second, but it hurts my soul that people feel bad about their sketchbooks when sketchbooks are supposed to be collections of bad drawings. At least that's my vision of it. If you want to keep a really nice book of art, then say it's an art book instead, and that way it's a different thing. It's not a sketchbook, it's an art book. I just have to interject with what I'm doing on screen right now. I decided to fill a page entirely with more doodle illustration like flowers and leaves and things like that. And doing this first third, I regretted it so much because it took forever. I think I spent more on this page than I did for like an entire day of doodles. It was just so many tiny drawings and so many different references. It turned out looking pretty good, but it just took so long. Oh my god, you can see the lighting switching throughout the entire thing too. I kept going for so long, but I finished it and it looked nice, so I'm happy about that, but no, I regretted it. So much regret. Yeah, I like most of the sketches I did. There are some that look absolutely horrid, and most of the time it's partly because I picked a pose that actually didn't interest me, and some of them are because I picked something or I picked a reference I really liked, but I couldn't do it justice, so I hate it because of that. But I really like doing these really small studies too, because it forced me to pick really basic shapes and go with that, and it really made me see the entire picture. I've never done a lot of post studies. Like, I hate it a bit because I've been going at art for so long. I hate that I didn't have fundamentals from the beginning, because then I would be a lot better at art than what I am right now. But doing those tiny studies was really fun. I am losing my voice because it's really early still and I am talking too much for the time of day. So I am going to leave you guys with some music because I have said most of the stuff I want to say. If I remember anything, I'll put it at the end of the video. But for now, just enjoy the process, and I hope I can inspire you a little to just pick up your sketchbook and draw a whole bunch in it. So, video is almost over and the sketchbook is finished, so I date it, and I'm also gonna do a flip through of all the sketches here at the end because I realized the first day I didn't film and you didn't get to see those, so yeah, here they are. As I said, all of this was referenced off of Pinterest. I mostly searched pose reference or post reference girl / boy, whatever I was looking for. I cut out a lot of dead air where I got stuck on Pinterest too, because I was following these more like this links, and yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do, if you haven't, take a moment to subscribe. You can hit that button, join in for more fun art videos. You can also follow me on my social media. Links to those will be down below, as well as to my Etsy and my Redbubble store. Check those out if you'd like. Until next time, keep on scribbling, friends. Bye!